It's so calm and peaceful out there. What an amazing way to start an episode. Those fish, oh, they're just so happy. How could you not be happy when looking at those fish through this tunnel? I'm so excited to make more progress on this base. Today, we are going to be doing something that we desperately need. A storage room. I mean, every base needs a good storage room, and ours happens to be one that's hidden underground, which is great because storage rooms tend to be large and they have a lot of ugly sort of features, but it's also in a very centralized spot in our base, so I think this is going to be good. A lot of you guys had a ton of helpful suggestions in the last episode, and I am so grateful for that. One of them was to switch out this staircase with a water elevator, and I think I'm going to be doing that. I've got some soul sand, so I haven't looked at a single video on how that works, but I should be able to pull it off, right? It doesn't look very hard. You've also said move the nether portal, and the cactus, it's taking away from the sandcastle. That's very true. That's fair. We're going to be moving that down there today. This will go underground eventually, or just in its own room in the building. But for right now, let's get this dug out a little more, because I think we're going to need quite a lot of space here. You may also notice that we have a couple of new enchantments on us. The most exciting ones being Depth Strider and Respiration. That's going to be so incredibly useful for building underwater. I'm very excited to make use of that very soon. We also got another Fortune 2 enchant on this pickaxe right here, so when we get an anvil built, which we'll probably do this episode, I can combine these and get Fortune 3, which will be lovely. Oh dear. Alright, so the flooring in here is going to continue to be dark oak. I like the contrast. I think it works as a nice dark floor. I don't want the floor to be something that we bring attention to, especially just not in a storage room. It's not that important that we have a bright, fancy, crazy flooring. So dark oak is going to serve our needs well. I heard your feedback about this. I think the most common response was prismarine. We don't have prismarine right now, but the next one that I liked was quartz, and quartz is also a good one for some contrast. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some quartz in under here. I'm just gonna do it on one side and kind of see if we like that. Another one that I thought was really cool was an idea to put coral in under here, which I do really love that idea. Oh dear, we had some glass wastage here. That's fine. I do really love that idea, but I think I have so many ideas for coral out here that I don't want to take away from the coral too much by having it outside and inside. Whoopsie. There we go. And I think in these spots, we will end up doing sea lanterns, but for now, we'll just take it out into the quartz. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's really nice. I think that cleans it up a lot. Of course, when we hit the sea lanterns, we won't need these torches, so that'll help a lot. Ooh, I like that. That's really nice and clean. Okay, let's do it again. All right, I want to start thinking a little bit about the design of this storage room. So, this is a little tricky. This area right here is obviously, I mean, it's just not ideal right now. I think we're gonna need to put glass at least right here. Maybe. Yeah, at least right there. And then right here, we can do the logs. I think that'll be fine. There we go. So I need to go upstairs and grab some glass, but for now, I'll just leave it. And then right here, same idea. Please stop flooding me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's only 2 thick, and it's not gonna go through the top. You can see our next pillar is right over there. We could maybe line it. Should we? For consistency, I mean, let me just try. Okay, where is it? So 1, 2, 3. This is the 3, so it's right. Oh dear. It's right here. Yeah. Yep. I was correct. So let's see if we can get that to line up. That would actually be pretty cool. I think the more that we can do that, the more it'll make sense to sort of walk around in this place. Okay, I think the next step is going to replacing this wall here and this wall right here with the terracotta. I think this is going to provide a nice transition and sort of like a grander opening into our storage room. I think that will help out quite a lot. Man, I want to remove this sandstone, but I don't want a bucket of sand to fall on my head. I will. let's just, you know, tear the band-aid off. I should be able to swim through this, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, goodness. This is a lot of sand. Alright. That's fine. Look how much easier this is now. Wow. Respiration and depth strider really make all the difference. Okay, let's go assess the damage. I think it's time for me to get an efficiency shovel too, although I will say the axe is very nice. I was very much looking forward to that. So we are going to be taking on a guardian farm very soon. If not in this episode, then probably in the next one. We just need to get a little bit better gear and also get brewing in terms of those water potions. But I do have some puffer fish for that, so I'm not worried about it. Basically, I've been fishing lately while my videos have been rendering. So I've managed to get us 3 nautilus shells, which is going to be super incredibly important for the conduit. Oh, that's the wrong block. The conduit is going to allow us to do a lot of underwater building a lot easier. It's definitely something that is vital for us since we are building a ton underwater. Alright, so here is the entrance way from the tunnel to my storage farm. The chests are going to start here. They're going to be pushed back though. How far back? Yeah, we're going to have to tear out the sides a lot more, I think. I don't think I'm going to end up needing a massive storage room because although we are going to have a lot of blocks, I've honestly never been the type of person who's needed like a crazy amount of space. So hopefully that'll stay the same throughout this series. What are we going to do on the top here? Do we want 2 high? I think probably 3 high for chests and we'll be good. Oh no, more water! For goodness sake. This is so painful. Alright, I think this is looking nice and clean so far. Picture both sides like this, with a nice clean backdrop and lots of chests with item frames on them. I think that could be kind of cool. We can have some sort of decoration here, maybe some potted plants, something like that. We're also going to have these big beams coming along here. Whoops, a daisy. I just completely fell. Alright, that's a hole I need to plug. There we go. Let me fix that up a little bit. So yeah, we're going to have big beams coming across here. So the room itself is not going to be too tall. But I don't think it needs to be. I don't need the storage room to have this grand sort of crazy feeling. It just needs to be a nice, quaint little storage room. So we'll do some slabs between here. Just see what that looks like. It's definitely a lot of birch, but I think the little bits of color will help us. And also once we get the farms in place, that should be able to help. I think in one of these panels, or maybe, no, not these panels. These panels aren't close enough to land. And one of these panels that go on the back wall here, we will have our elevator that goes upwards. And that'll be how we get up and down out of this place. We won't have this big staircase coming down in the middle. Alrighty everyone, so as you can see, I've done a little bit of work on our storage room. So the sides are symmetrical, and this should give you a good idea of what it's going to look like in the end. Up here we're going to have a slightly higher ceiling, but the problem is I can't really work on this area right now because this is how we get up and down. It's not a convenient place for a staircase, and I don't actually want a staircase in here at all. One of your comments suggested that I should do some water elevators because that would fit in with our theme of being underwater quite well. So that's exactly what we're going to do. An entrance and exit in water, and that's going to be right here. So we're going to enter a little corridor right through here on each side. So one there and one here, and one is going to take us up and one is going to take us down. Now, I've never worked with water elevators before, so I'm not actually 100% sure that this is going to work, but I'm pretty confident. So hopefully it does. Let's do this one as our exit. So we're going to do some soul sand. And this one we'll do as our entrance. So that will be magma. There we go. We've got to switch that out real fast. All right, that's looking good. So now I need to dig the tunnel that's going to go up. Oh, that was easy. Okay, so I'm just going to run up to the top and quickly get that all finished off. Obviously, up at the top here, things are going to get different over time as we build up this island. All of this cave and grass area, it's not going to be here. We're going to have it terraformed. We're going to have structure up here. We're going to have this sandcastle. I mean, basically, this entire island's going to be a sandcastle. So this isn't going to exist forever. But for right now, this is actually fairly convenient for us because I can just simply build this up right here. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to create infinite water sources all the way up here. And so that I stop flooding my storage room, I'm obviously going to need some gates down here or some doors. Doors or gates? Let's try, yeah, let's do gates. I really want to see the water, so I think gate is a good option. Yes, there are bubbles! This is... Oh dear. I didn't think about this. Okay, saved. Okay, that's perfect. So we just have to do that all the way up. This shouldn't be too hard, actually. Let's just make an infinite water source in our storage room, though, for ease. And the last bucket. Oh, the bubble columns look so awesome! I really hope this works the same on the other side. That is amazing. Let's see how this works. If it doesn't work, we can always just add a column where we just fall down, but I kind of want to have it so that we can get a bubble boost. Let's see. Wow, that's so awesome. Oh my goodness, and it's so quick. I am absolutely in love with that. All right, let's get it done on the other side. All right, it's official. The vortex of bubbles is finally complete. Now, I know I didn't need to do bubbles on this side because we can just fall in, but I thought having bubble columns on both sides would look really cool. And honestly, it's really kind of fun to go down. You take like half a heart of damage at the end, but that's not a big deal. And look at this one. It's so fun. Woo! That's so awesome. I can't wait to actually have a proper building up here that we pop into. It's going to be amazing. Anyways, let's get rid of this staircase. Finally, this eyesore of a staircase can go. Doesn't this room just look so much better with that ugly staircase out of the way? I think it does, personally. And I have come up with a new plan for this room. So before it was going to be this open sort of rectangular room with, you know, sort of plain ceilings. But I thought if we put a mini little fish tank in the center, that could be so cool, and it could really add to that underwater effect of having water literally everywhere. So I think that's going to be something we're going to do. We're just going to put it really simply right here. It's going to be 3 blocks by 2 blocks on the inside, and these blocks will be glass. I need to get my glass. Do I have any glass down here? I'll just make some blue glass. That will be fine. There we go. This should be enough. So this will go all the way up there, and I'll probably dig it down a little bit as well, actually, into the floorboards quite a bit. And maybe if we continue the building directly above this and maybe directly below this, we can have this little aquarium continue up and down. I think that could be really nice. I'm not going to do it too big because I don't want it to take away too much space, but I do want us to kind of be forced to walk around it and look around it. There's a problem, though. I can't get coral yet. I unfortunately do not have silk touch. I'm going to work on getting that between this episode and the next one. I'm going to hopefully get entirely enchanted and diamond gear. That'll be something that would be... Oh dear, that was the wrong thing. Yeah, that would be something that would be really useful for us. We kind of need that. Alright, so down here, I think I'm actually going to go for sand. Yeah, just plain old sand. We'll add some coral down there eventually, but for right now, this will be fine. Probably on this layer. Yeah, that'll be good. Now, do we want to undo the floor below here? Maybe the floor directly below the glass should be quartz to continue with over there, and we'll change that out to prismarine once we get the prismarine. Think that could work. Now, where did I put my quartz? Okay, I got our quartz. I also grabbed a piece of soul sand so that we can have one of those pretty bubble columns up in the center here. Let's just get this all dug out. Yeah, I think that'll be a good border to it. Obviously, we'll do some decorations around it, but for right now, I mean, we just sort of need to get it all finished up. Let's... all around. Okay. Yes, that is so much easier. Okay, so what we can do is let's actually just take that back. So we can use kelp to create source blocks. Something that I didn't know when I did those bubble columns is that kelp creates source blocks. That would have been so useful to know. I'm sure some of you were just completely yelling at me in the comments section, but I yelled at myself when I found out. Don't worry. There's so much to learn in Minecraft 1.13. It's so amazing. It almost reminds me of when I first started playing this game, because it's so much more immersive now that I get to learn stuff. I love that part about the game. When I started playing this, that was something that I absolutely loved. So getting to learn new things and figure stuff out and learn all the crafting recipes and like find out how stuff is working, and it was just so fascinating to me. And that's something that's really inspiring me to get into the game again now, is that I get to learn all over again. It's so awesome. Alright, so now that we've got this aquarium filled to the brim with water, I'm going to put some of this kelp in. I think I want this piece to be very tall. It's going to go all the way up. Yeah. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's get our bubble column in as well, maybe right in the middle here. And we will put in a couple blocks of coral as well, of course. But for now, I think this is kind of cool. Yeah, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. All right, get back down here and get a little look at that. Yes, I absolutely love that. That adds such a nice feel of just being underwater. And we've got to get some fish in there. Let's go catch a couple of fish. Which one should we get? Maybe let's try to look for some pretty tropical. Oh dear, it's dark. Okay, hang on. I do not want to do the thing with the phantoms again. We are sleeping. I gotta move my bed back into my house as well at some point. We should also color our bed. Why haven't we done that yet? Let's color it. Here, bed, come here. Let's make you blue, like an underwater bed. Perfect. There you go. I'll move the bed again soon. We're not going to keep our sleeping arrangements in our storage room, of course. Okay. Do we see any fish? I see some cod. I don't really think I want to take a cod necessarily. There were lots of tropical fish around here. Where did they all go? Fishy, where are you? This is so much fun. I'm not seeing any though. Let's go towards the coral reef. Hopefully there'll be some over there. Ooh, we could get some sea pickles as well. Let's do that. Here, sea pickles. Perfect. I know I can bone meal and get some more of those, but I think 3 is going to be more than enough. Why am I just blind? I really don't see any fish right now. There's a dolphin. Maybe the dolphin will take us to the fish. Ah, yes, there's a fish right there. Woo! Dolphin's grace. It's so fast. Oh my goodness. We're like flying. Come here, fishy. Come here. How do I get you? I got it! Tactical fishing. Perfect. Okay, let's get that in the other one now as well. Here you go, fishy, into your new home. I hope you love it as much as I do. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, that's adorable. Oh, they're getting caught in the bubbles a little bit. That's super cute, though. I absolutely love that. Wow. Okay, we need to get our sea pickles in as well so that we can see in there super well. Maybe we should actually move the bubbles. It looks like the fish are getting caught more than anything. There we go. Alright, let's take this out of it and see what this looks like. So if we're walking in from the tunnel, it looks like we're still walking towards an ocean. I love that. I want the ocean to never leave us. Alright, so we need to clean up the top here, but after that, I mean, our storage room is pretty much complete. I need to move my chickens into this area here. This area right here is going to turn into a walkway that goes elsewhere. We've got that underwater ravine over by our sandcastle, and I think we'll eventually connect over to that. And yeah, this is looking amazing. I'm gonna go do some finishing touches to this. In terms of decorating this fish tank, I'm wondering if we can just use the corners here kind of to our advantage and add some of these birch decorations just to kind of frame in our fish tank a little more. Let's also get some slabs. That may also help. Let's see here. I want to kind of frame it in, you know? Maybe with that sort of castle-y effect that we did up at the top. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that kind of frames it in rather nicely. What do you guys think? We also obviously need to finish this. We're going to get some sandfall. As per usual, all of the water is falling on our heads. That's okay though. I'm just going to quickly patch it up. Ah. Once we get some prismarine, we're going to put these edges to a dark prismarine maybe, or maybe just the regular prismarine. That could also look nice. Or sea lanterns. Anything along those lines I think would look absolutely gorgeous. So looking forward to that. But let's just do this on the other side now just to make sure that we're good with this look. Yeah, I like that for sure. Whoops. Okay, so we have these all the way across, and then we need 2 more slabs. Let's see if we can get those. Yep, perfect. There we go, 2 more slabs just to kind of frame in the top of that. We could do something on the bottom too. I don't want to block the view too much though. I think that might be okay, what we're doing right now. I love those bubbles coming up the center. They match the rest of the room so well. This has really just brought our storage room so much more life. I absolutely love it. There's a drowned out there. That's so funny. He has no idea we're in here, but I can see him and spy on him. He's making so many weird noises. I was wondering who was out there. This side over here isn't going to need as many chests, so what I'm going to end up doing is actually building chests up to about here, and then through here we're going to have our chicken farm, maybe some temporary cactus. Our nether portal could go in there, although I think I'm going to wait on the nether portal until we have a special spot for that one. And otherwise, this room is almost done. We just have some finishing touches to put into the place, and then it'll be finished. Alrighty everyone, so now that we have the main bulk of the building done, it is time for our comment or question of the day. And today's comment comes from Puggers FTW, who says, try and find a sea temple and gather sea lanterns and put them under the glass maybe. Then put seagrass and kelp in front of the glass. I don't know, just an idea. Well, Puggers, I absolutely love that idea, and I agree, we need to take on a sea temple ASAP. Those are some really important blocks in there, and we need them. It'll really enhance our base a lot. And I also need sponge so that we can take all of the water out of here. So I'm going to cut this episode a little bit short. We did make a lot of progress, but I know it's not as much as some of you were hoping for. So I promise in the next episode we are going to be taking on the Guardian Farm and hopefully getting the water cleared out of our enchantment tower. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting this series. It's been incredible. I love reading through all of your comments, so keep the suggestions and comments coming. With that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!